One of the first things you have to do with your FlexClick is let's explain how you get it on properly. It's super easy, very comfortable, Velcro, it fits any hand. Now when you put it on, you'll notice that it is really kind of running down the pinky finger and ring finger of the lead hand for this lesson. When you make a soft fist, you have to bend your hand back a little bit. And now when you flex your wrist, you'll hear it click. You'll feel it and hear it, and that's the key for this lesson. What I want you to do is learn how to grip the golf club with a little bit of a bent back lead hand. This is super important because when you change direction, what you want to create is the whip of a great golf swing. It is known as lag. When I change direction, the club flexes into my wrist, my hands accept that stress, the weight of the club. That's magic. It kicks out into a golf ball. The beauty of that, you have speed and you have dynamic loft that's controlled that you can deliver to the ball reliably. So in this lesson, I've got a pitching wedge. I want you to hit 30 shots in this session. I'm not going to hit all 30. I'm going to give you an example of 5 of them. I want you to hit 30 in this first lesson. Key to this, go ahead and get the golf club, point the butt of the club at your feet. Just point it down at your feet. Get your soft bent back lead hand, grip the golf club. What you're going to notice is the FlexClick is flat, it is not clicked. To do this correctly, it should be clearly out of the way of your fingers. Some people are going to muddle this up. They're going to fight this. They're going to fight it because you've always gripped it with a weak left hand that can't produce a strong face. You're going to say, man, Martin, I can't get that on there. It's always in the way. It's in the way because your lead hand, in my case, my left hand, has to be on correctly for you to get the FlexClick to work effectively. Once it does, you're going to feel and see the magic. So let's have this bent back. Put the golf club in here, aim the club at your feet to make it simple. Get the club face vertical. Those grooves in the club are vertical, straight up and down. Now you'll have room, and you can even test this. Feel the click, here, listen for the click. Now here's these little shots, a series of 5 short shots. We want to have a narrow stance. I've got a pitching wedge. My intent is to hit these about 80 yards, so a little under speed. Notice how the club isn't quite resting on the ground. I want to feel as I come back to what we call top of the takeaway or P2, that I'm really not in a clicked position yet. My mind is sensing that the FlexClick is still straight, and then I can transition into that little click. So I'm at P2, P1 to start, this little shot to the top of the takeaway or a little bit beyond. A little click, it felt fantastic. Now the key to this, once we have this little click, you're in that position of success. We pivot, the ball gets collected, and guess what happens? It's going to unclick. We want the club to overtake. We don't want to feel like we're always holding on to the momentum of the golf club. We want to feel that whip. That's a critical part of a great, powerful golf swing. Let's do that again. For the newbies, go ahead and aim that club at your feet so you can make sure that the grooves are vertical, that the FlexClick is flat, and it's pointing down your pinky finger and your ring finger. Get a grip on that, aim that face, set the feet. You might want to rehearse P2. What we want to avoid is an early click when we whip the club inside. Let's go ahead and take it back, feel that it's nice and flat. There's a little transitional click. Aim the face, set the feet. Let's go waggle. If you want to waggle excessively, you can hear a click, and go ahead and give me a little shot out there. And a nice little pitch. So that is the way you are going to get started with your FlexClick. The sensation of finally learning how to get into that magical position the greats talk about. Shaft lean, compression, control. You can see with these scoring shots right here, it builds up into your driver. This is how you're going to get started. Let's move on to the next lesson.